Welcome to Tarot After Dark. We do this every Monday at 7:20. Let's clear this space and let's just become present right now. If you are watching this and listening to this part, you're probably watching the replay. So stick around. This is a special Tarot After Dark because we're working with new moon in Scorpio energy. My sign is Scorpio. My birthday's coming up. And I have many amazing Scorpios in my life, which I'm so grateful for. So, hey, Raph, good to see you. Speaking of fellow Scorpio, good to see you. Yeah, so we have new moon in Scorpio. Who's been feeling the energy? I'm going to not just be doing tarot tonight. I'm going to be pulling from some oracle decks too. I find they add a really nice spicy flavor to things. So that's part of the new stuff that I wanted to add to the repertoire of Tarot After Dark is that anything goes. You want to include tarot, you want to include oracle, go for it. You want to do things in your own way, do it. That's really give yourself permission to just do things the way you want to do them. You don't have to follow anybody's instruction. The only instruction I will give you is be open and use your own intuition. Okay? That's that always was something that would just kind of annoy me if I was asking for support or asking this or that. And then I'd get the response, well, what do you think? Use your intuition. And it's like, I don't really know what my intuition wants to do both of them. So that's where you really need to call on divine support, higher the heavens, as they say, and call on the energy that is in the unseen but is a big part of our lives and actually has a big effect on things that we do and we don't realize it. I mean, look at the dreams that we have. How do you feel after you wake up from a dream, whether it was a good dream or not a good dream? It affects you, right? And that's in the unseen. That's part of the subconscious. So you really delving into that. And this whole Scorpio season, which we're almost out of Scorpio season already by next week, but it's really allow yourself to go deep and to ask those deep questions and don't be afraid of the dark. It's really it's the key to everything. Life isn't just in the daylight, especially this time of year. It gets dark at like 4 and my stomach starts growling because I think it's dinner time. But life happens after dark as well. That's sometimes where the deeper stuff gets revealed, and you have to feel comfortable doing that, right? Good. Happy Monday, Christina. Good to see you. So, with this new moon in Scorpio, it's truly the best time to connect with that super conscious energy that's within you. It's the perfect opportunity to go deep on what it is you want to manifest during this next moon cycle. That's what the new moon is all about. It's a clear slate. It's like, okay, under darkness of the night, like it's darkest now because the new moon, it's not reflecting the sun's energy. So it's not about having the energy and the go and the masculine stuff. It's about the inner, the yin, the feminine energy, going inward, nurturing ourselves. So hands up if you have been really feeling like not doing too much. You got stuff on your to-do list, but it's like, I don't really feel like doing it right now. It can't just be me because I'm feeling it as well. And other people I've talked to are feeling it. Mojo, my lovebird, he's the only one who's energized right now, but he is mostly yellow, so he does have the color of the sun within him. Hey, Kathy, good to see you. So really, pop in the comments this new moon energy. What do you want to manifest? Because, I mean, you can think it in your thoughts, you can feel it in your heart, But until you put it out to the universe and other people to let other people see it, that's when it becomes solid wish, a solid, not plan, because obviously more things need to be planned than to just say what it is you want, but declare it. What do you want? What is your goal, your wish, your dream? Because this is the perfect time to harness that new moon energy. And being in Scorpio, it's also about the conscious decisions you make from that inner space. Okay, so pop it in the chat, and we are going to I'm just going to give you a second because I'm just going to go deal with Mojo, but pop it in the chat and I'll be right back. Hey, Baba, he's a good guy. Okay, give you something. There you go. Good guy. All right. And we also get rid of the little trolleys that decide to pop in here. So there we go. Raph, you're so cheeky. I declare more insight. Yes, do it. I love it. I love it. Yes, spiritual understanding. Yes, to all of that. You know, we're all students, no matter what level we're at, as far as trusting our intuition and our instincts. Like it's so important to have that beginner mind. I think if we think, oh, I got this, I can do it. There's a difference between confidence and ego. I didn't have any clue that this is what was happening on this Tarot After Dark, but yeah. So yeah, and a nap. We could all use one of those for sure. I'm ready. I'm already ready. I almost forgot that it's Tarot After Dark. A few hours ago, I'm like, oh crap. Yeah, right. Because here in Canada, it's a stat holiday after our Remembrance Day was on Saturday, and it's kind of thrown me off a little bit. But yeah, it's just, we're just doing what we're doing here. So what does Christina say? Listening to my inner self and being more kind to me. Yeah, we all need that. We are the toughest on ourselves, like holy moly. And you know, of course we are. Do we want to be tougher on other people than ourselves? No, that would just be totally backwards. That would be like Earth 395, you know, if you watch the metaverse type stuff. But it's so important to just honor your energy no matter where you are. Like my energy is feeling a little lackluster these days. I mean, yeah, I have energy to get things done, but as far as creative energy and getting the things done that I really want to do, I've been struggling. So you know what my new moon wish is? No more struggles. Honor what you're going through. If you start becoming in a state of struggle, you're pushing against something that's either meant to be or meant to go through or go around or what have you. And I'm going to get off my soapbox and have a little drink of water, and we're going to pull some cards here. This is for the collective. If you would like a reading, I'll do a little mini reading. Pop in the chat what it is. What's your intention for the reading you would like? Because I want to laser focus these and not just be super general, because I think this is the time with the new moon energy, especially, to really get into the wonderful part of the details. Okay. Yes, honor what you're going through. Yeah. Yeah, and we need to. Like, how would you speak to your best friend if they were struggling, right? Would you say, suck it up, just keep pushing through that? You know, it's your own fault. Like, you wouldn't talk to them like that. So you need to treat yourself like your own best friend. And if you're like me and you have somebody wonderful you can speak to and bounce ideas off of and get a loving slap in the on the butt to say, don't be that way, then even better. All right, so let's see what Moonology, okay. This is the Moonology manifestation cards, manifestation deck. What did I do with the lid? Okay, so excellent cards for the new moon, especially because it's all about manifesting things. Okay, so that's Raf's question. Okay, you'll be first in line. I'm going to do, I wonder if I'm learning all these newfangled things. I can add stars so I can go back to it. All right, let's get into it. We have a card of Leo energy. Ooh, new moon in Leo. Shine. Well, it's new moon in Scorpio, which is the opposite energy. We're water signs. Leo is fire. To me, this is speaking about whatever you are putting on your new moon list, your wishes. Elliot, do you mind? Who knows what he's barking at? It's okay, Bob. Please don't bark. So whatever you are putting your new moon wishes in on this, it's Scorpio energy, Scorpio new moon, you're really, Elliot, knock it off. You're really ramping up the possibilities that it can come to fruition. Leo energy is fire energy. It's all about getting things done. It's all about confidence and strength. So this is a good sign that whatever it is you're thinking of bringing to fruition, it can happen. But you can't just put your little wish out there and then just kind of sit back and wait for it to happen, because that's not how it works, right? Come here, you. Tarot Pop. Say hi to everybody, Tarot Pop. And so what you need to do, sorry, I'm distracted, dog instead of squirrel. What you need to do is put that wish out there. It's like calling, if you play pool, calling the pocket that you're gonna shoot the ball into. And then you don't just call the pocket and walk away and go, yeah, I did it. You have to actually shoot the, what is it? Like hit the ball? Why did I use that analogy? I have no idea, but you know what I'm driving at here, right? You have to take action. And sometimes action is just little things. Action might not even be in the physical world. The action might be in your mind. Say, let's get through this stuff that seems to be tangling me up and stopping me from moving forward. How can I change my mindfulness? Or it's tapping into your heart. What really lights you up? What can you focus on right now that gives you that serotonin burst of, or dopamine burst of feeling good about something, or feeling happy about something? That's the beginning of things. That's setting yourself up for the success of whatever it is you want to accomplish. So for those of you that wrote something down of what you're declaring, now declare what's the first thing you can do to get started on that. I got things for you guys to do now. Look at that. Yes, he wants to ask a question too. Yeah. Can I have a treat? That's probably what it is. So the other card that came up, oh my gosh. Oh, this is so wild. So we had new moon in Leo. Now we have new moon in Taurus. It's all new moon. I got 4 cards here. They're all freaking new moon. So hello, you're welcome. So new moon in Taurus, like Taurus is all about pleasure, what feels good to us, the good life, right? How can you bring that in to your wishes? I know it says on here, know your worth, but to me, just in the reading, because it's all about using our intuition and going with what comes up. Do not growl. Not you. But it's really, you are worth it. What can you treat yourself with? All right. So when I do my coaching and stuff with my clients, it's all about what are you celebrating? When you finish whatever it is you want to do, what are you going to do to celebrate? And often it's like, oh, yeah, but it's just this tiny thing that I'm doing. So it's okay. You have to celebrate the little things too. This is animal night. Okay. Is it full moon or new moon? Okay. So yeah, and Raf, you declared. Good. I declare I will do my best every day and then nap. Well, good. Good. Who else is going to declare? What's up? There's nothing out there. There's nothing out there, bub. What is it? Things are, it's just wind. It's just wind. Is a Sasquatch out there? Where is he? Where's the Sasquatch? Come on. Come on. Come on. I think he hears his own echo and he's barking at himself. Well, this is turning into a real shit show, but hey, welcome to Tarot After Dark. Sorry, I have to address that. I don't want the neighbors to complain. Come in. Stop working. Thank you for alerting me. Okay. So the next card that came up is so wild that they are all new moon. Oh, like there's one more here. Oh, of course, the last one has to be different. Yeah. So then we have new moon in Sagittarius, which happens to be my rising sign as well. So I'm really, I'll be delving into these cards on my own as well to just really bring in the energy that I need. And it's saying to focus on the positive. So to me, it's the same as this new moon in Taurus card, which is when I was talking about celebrating the little things. Yeah, focus on the positive. Now, this doesn't mean ignore the negative. That's not the opposite of this. All right. Maybe it's focusing on the positive side of the negative, right? Because there's always opposites. And when you can focus on seeing the opportunity, the tools, the gifts, the lessons, however you want to word it, that is seeing the positive side of whatever is going on with you. Okay. Let's see. Christina says, I will declare to continue to do the work required to help my clients. Awesome. Awesome. Oh, thank you. Good thing we're recording because I already forget what I said. Okay, and then the fourth card, new moon in Virgo. Trust all will be well. Like, holy moly. And yes, you're right. There is always a positive, even in the darkest things. You're not saying, oh, that horrible, shitty thing that happened to me, it was a good thing. No, but the things you gain from it or learn from it or find out how much stronger you are than you had any idea you were. All right. So new moon in Leo says shine. New moon in Taurus, know your worth. New moon in Sag, focus on the positive. New moon in Virgo, trust all will be well. And it will. Like, Virgo energy is often, having things organized, famous for writing lists and being organized. There must be Virgo in my chart somewhere. I'll have to look a little more deep on that because I like lists. I'll even write a list of things that I've already accomplished and check them off because it gives me that little that little hit of dopamine saying, oh, I got it done. You do you, boo, as the saying goes. So then the final card that came up, you had to be different, didn't you? Is the first quarter moon in Pisces. Honor your feelings. And yet it's cool because the new moon doesn't stay new for long. It's already growing, right? The next important phase of the moon is the first quarter. Pisces is all about you. It's water energy as well. It's about being very intuitive. It's about really connecting with that deep side of yourself and honoring your feelings. So being aware and keeping track of what you're going through. So I recommend actually journaling on things. Even if you're not a journaler, if you can give yourself a sentence or two, just write down what you feel each day as you think about whatever it is you want to manifest. Consider it your new moon journal for the new moon in Scorpio, just for this month. And just see, and you'll look back over it. Like, this is a suggestion for you for I'm stuttering now, for the full moon that's coming up in this month. You can look back on your journal and see the journey you've taken. Journey that isn't by mistake. That isn't just a coincidence, right? So by doing that, you can reflect on the thought process that you went through this moon phase. Okay. Raf says, that is emotions and understanding. Heart energy will make you grow and evolve. Yeah. Yeah. And that's the only way. And the thing is, you can't trust your memory. But if you have it written down, you can go back and look. And sometimes what I like to do, and I haven't done it for a long time, but a tip for you is maybe for each day, even if you just write one paragraph or one sentence or one phrase or 3 words or whatever the frick you want to do, because it's no rules, it's your rules, leave that whole page. So when you go back, you can add reflections to that. Maybe you can expand on it with the wisdom you have now with your future self, right? So you're writing in this journal as your past self, but your present self. But when you're reading it, you're your future self. You've already shifted and changed depending on what went on in your life, depending on the decisions you made, depending on those wins, depending on what you did to celebrate the wins. I got out of bed and I had a shower. Woo! You don't have to tell anybody about it. It's for you, nobody else. It doesn't have to be silly. You don't have to announce it to the world if you don't want to. I'll try the journal process. I think it'd be interesting. Yeah, they're pretty good cards. I have to admit, it was a good chunk of cards that came out. I also have a gateway to light activation that I want. This is Kyle Gray that I want to pull, and then I'm going to dig into the tarot. So let's do that. Anyone else want a card? If you would like a card pulled for you, please pop in the comments and just give me what your intention is that you want to understand from the reading I give you. Just be mini reading or a card or what have you. Hey, Joe, good to see you. Good afternoon. So where are you, in Hawaii or something? It's evening here, but I'm not saying you're wrong. Okay, I'll shut up now. I don't know why. I'm curious. Where is everybody from? Pop it in the chat. It's kind of cool. I know we've got some local Pacific Northwesters. Yeah. Okay, Joe, well, let me know what, give me a little bit of a topic or something, because I can definitely go deeper if I know what it's about. Here's the thing, the way I do tarot, and I've done a few readings back when I was first. Yeah, Raph, good morning. Oh, you're in Sydney. Oh, awesome. Yay, good to see you. Back when I first started doing readings and then practicing, I had people to practice on it. What is like practicum, I guess. People wouldn't tell me anything. Like, they thought I had to be a mind reader and a fortune teller. And I do not, and it used to bother me, because it's like, oh, I'm supposed to know all that. I don't read that way. There's plenty of readers out there who do, and that's fantastic. And I used to compare myself to them, and I don't anymore. I read intuitively Yet I also read inspirationally because I think there's enough darkness in the world that to see something from a positive perspective, or to not just a positive perspective, but to have inspiration, actionable things you can do, not just find out, oh, here's the tower card, things are going to go to hell in a handbasket. I don't even know why that's a saying, but it is. And then leave it at that. Like, I love to give people encouragement and empowerment on what they can do to get through whatever tough time might be presenting itself in the cards. All right. Oh, look, we got a roof. So we got Sydney, we have Whidbey Island. Oh, so beautiful there. So beautiful. And oh, let me go back. Oh, so it's 2:45 in the afternoon. Nice. Well, it's already tomorrow then. It's already Tuesday for you, isn't it? Tarot Tuesday then for Joe, just for Joe. To be honest, I'm open to whatever the cards just come out and say, but I'm wondering if the person I'm in love with still loves me and if she intends to come back to me when she is ready. All right. Sounds good. I will mark that one. Christina, did you want a reading? I don't know. You might need to pop. Oh, there it is. I found it. Yours was, will new work happen? Okay. All right. And yes, I like that. Yeah, and it's hot there. Oh yeah, it's your summer. Right. Lucky. Yeah, and what you were saying too, open to whatever. And often that's what happens. Like, it, to me, that's it can be a confirmation to what if someone has something specific and I pull cards and it's like, oh yeah, that's what it's about. Or it can just be, can you give me some enlightenment? That's still an intention. So that gives me energetically, I can pick up on that with as an empath and pick up on that is what it is that you want. All right, enough yapping, Lorraine. Let's get gateway to activation. Top card. Crystal Skull Wisdom. Clarity. Divine healing. High vibrational energy. That's what you want to tap into when you're thinking about the new moon wish that you have. You want to tap into that divine, high vibrational energy every time you're thinking about what you want to manifest. Because you shift your vibration when you do that. You shift it higher. So whenever you start thinking about it, always come from that place of high vibration. All right. All right. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Which tarot deck should I use? Elliot, do not eat the wires, please. He's extra frisky today. He just had his birthday. He's 1 year old. My fellow Scorpio. All right. I'm going to use these fancy ones. My Sanctus Concordia deck. All right, and we are going to start with Raf. Let me go up. So yes or no questions are not my favorite. And that's okay, because the answers are going to come in the way they're meant to come. So let's see. No. Oh, I meant to get everyone to tune in. I'm doing it a little differently tonight. So stop wiggling around, Lorraine. Get this right. So we have the Judgment card. And my my cheeky answer is, do you want to? What do you want to do? The only judgment is your own when it comes to whatever it is you want to do. Make a decision and then manifest the responses around it. Excuse me. Elliot, you being a pain in the butt. Okay. That's what I'm picking up. If anyone else has some insight into this card, please pop it in the chat because this is meant to be interactive. Okay. Now I gotta scroll down to the comments. Well, what is it? Oh, Elliot's a dog. I showed him earlier, but you weren't here yet. Yeah, he's a dog, a little Italian greyhound. All right. I want to pull a clarifier for you for that. I'm going to pull a fortune cookie for you. Maybe. Wisdom. Come on. The first two words are to focus. Well, it's not focusing. To focus on the past is to lose the future. Heed advice from an older person, which will allow you to move on. I'm that older person. I think this, guys, everyone else, Raph and I are super close. I know everything. Not everything, but I mean, we're friends. So I know stuff about you, Raph. And you got to stop asking that question. And you have to start taking action. That's what's coming to me. I know you probably don't like that, but because, and this is for everybody. This is for the collective. If you keep asking a question you've gotten the answer to, the divine is going to be like, well, they're not getting it. They don't understand. They're not getting it. So I can't give them the next step because they're still stuck at the other part. How many times have I asked the same question over and over? And yeah. So here's one more that came and it made me work at it. I had to crawl on the floor to grab it. Two of Cups. So right now your focus should be elsewhere and we all know where. So get everything else out of your mind for now. December. That's when you start focusing on that. Right now, it's focusing on your relationships, your connections. And I don't just mean romantic, I mean guides, friends, significant others, that sort of thing. Okay. That's it. Yeah, I know. I know. She is totally. He's the boss of the house. He's usually really good little guy, but he's just been kind of rambunctious. I don't know. The terrible ones, I guess. The awesome ones. So no job. Boop boop. Yeah, I think ask different questions is what my guides are saying to me. Ask different questions. I know, we'll have a convo later too, which will be fun. All right. So there you have it. Okay, so what I'm doing next, this is Christina. Will new work happen? Again, a yes or no question, people. Come on. I don't do yes or no question. I'm kidding. It's great that you have a specific focus. So I want the collective who's here to trust that the answer that Christina needs to know will come through. And before I actually show the cards to fell out, I want you to tune into the energy you're picking up based on what Christina needs to know. And I would love for you to just pop it in the chat because this is how we grow our intuition. And the messages that we pick up, we think for other people are also things we need to hear, whether it's a different question or not. Okay. Yeah. You're welcome. Mhm. New work will happen. Yeah. Depends what you focus on. All right. So let me know in the chat what you're picking up on. It doesn't have to be a big, long, super long message or anything three-dimensional like that. Maybe you see an image, or you just have a feeling, or you see a color, or whatever. We can make sense of it when we reveal the cards. And I want you to pop it in the chat. So if you're watching this as a replay, we're still live right now, but those who are watching as the replay, you can probably scrub ahead till I reveal the cards, because I'm not budging until I get somebody popping a hint in the chat. Okay. Christina said clouds. Okay. Okay. Anyone else? Raph, you're still there? Okay. Joe said blue. Okay. I love that you're playing along. Thank you. And those are you who just joined us. If you would like a card reading, just pop in the chat, ask the question you would like revealed. And then Raph said success. All right, so let me go back up to the actual question. Where are you? There we go. Will new work happen? You have the 8 of Pentacles and the Magician. So just my quick answer, it looks like a yes. But I don't want to just leave it there, because I'm an inspirational tarot reader. So let's inspire. First of all, I want to inspire those of you who commented in the chat. And clouds, well, those look like it could be kind of cloud type energy. Not so much on this one, unless maybe you see the pentacles as clouds, but yeah, it could be. So what do clouds represent often in tarot? And it depends. There's dark clouds, there's jaggedy clouds, there's fluffy white clouds. It really depends. But clouds all often are saying it's revealing something. It depends on what the image is showing. Is it coming out of the cloud? You know, like with traditional tarot, you often see the hand coming out of a cloud, which is often seen as enlightenment or support or help or something like that. And then Joe, you picked up on blue. Yes, the cloaks on both of these, there's blue in them. And blue can be many different things. It can be communication. It could be inspiration, depending on what's going on. Yeah, that's for Christina. Yeah. So yeah, so I'm picking up that, and let me grab your question up on the screen. Will new work happen? Is yes. It's going to be, to me, it's going to be something that you already are really good at, and it comes super easy to you, that you don't even really have to work hard at it. That seems to be, if you focus mostly on that, focus on your strengths, focus on what you're really good at, it will be easy to get new work. And magician is, that's how you manifest. You have all the tools. You've got all of the suits. You've got the cups, wands, swords, and what's the other one? Wands. Did I say wands? So you have all the tools available to you. It's just a matter of using them. All right. And if your new moon wish was about, manifesting something like that, focus on that in your daily journals. Okay. All right, let's go to Joe. All right, let me put these cards back in the deck, because sometimes it's about, we pull the same cards often. Let's see, I had some other ones that I flipped over. Okay. Oop. All right. So we're going to see what the cards are going to reveal, Joe, whether it's about what you are asking or not, because you did say you're open to what comes out. So let's see. Okay. You heard that, right? All right. So I want you to tune into the energy of the card. Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, it's. I think those were really good for you, Christina. So everybody, tune into the energy of this card for Joe. What do you sense, pick up, and pop it in the chat? Okay, Raph picks up red. Anyone else? Yellow. Lots of colors. And so far, this is the last reading that anyone has asked for. But if anyone else here would like a card pulled, you just let me know in the chat. I'm hoping 2 of cups, so we are pouring into each other. Okay, well, you're hoping, but you're not tuning into the energy of this card. Try that. I'm going to reveal it in a moment, right after I drink my lemon lime water. It's so funny. Every time I see someone else come on and I say, oh, wait, if you want a reading, and then they pop off again. So they're clearly not interested. All right. Let's go pop your thing back on the screen here. Ready? Can I get a drum roll? Drum roll, please. Oh, Porphyr. I know I saw that after. Yeah, I will. Okay. And then you're picking up green energy. All right. Ooh, it's nice and clear. All right. So Raph got red. So there's tinges of red energy there in the bottoms of the clouds. So this one has clouds. Christina picked up on yellow. Yes, there's lots of yellow energy here. To me, yellow represents lightness and solar plexus energy. And then Joe, you picked up on green. I don't see green in here, but I'm not going with just what I physically see. To me, green is green for go. Green is growth. Green is health. Okay, so let's pop your question back on the screen here. So High Priestess, like if it involves what you're saying on the screen, it's in her hands. And I don't do fortune teller type energy, but tell me, Joe, what do you feel when you see that? And here, I'll take that so you can see the whole thing. Based on your question, how does this make you feel? It's the number 2, which interesting. You said, I want the 2 of cups. Well, this is the number 2 card in the tarot, because the first one, the Fool, is 0. Okay. So I'm picking up that, yeah, it's definitely in her hands, and it almost feels like it's not just up to the 2 of you. There's other energy involved, like in behind her. I'm picking up on that. It's like what's going on behind the scenes. So that's what's coming up. Let's see the comments. Thanks for the drum roll. Oh, and the emerald green. Okay. I'm not sure, but it's always been in her hands what happens. Yeah. So, okay. So the energy of that, Joe, it's like, are you putting your life on hold for somebody to make a decision? Because life is short. We've got one life at a time. And, if we're constantly just focused on how somebody else is making their own decision and how it affects our own life, that's a lot of upheaval. And I don't say that lightly. Okay. I've gone through something like that in my past relationship, in my marriage, my 33-year marriage, or however friggin' long it was. We were together that long. And I did a lot of waiting to decide to do things based on somebody else. And I lost a lot of years, lost a lot of energy because of it. I'm not bitter about it. But at the same time, if I had a do-over, I would just do what's best for me at the time, right? I've been waiting for her to be honest. Well, you could just be more forthright and ask, or get on with your life. And we often don't realize that maybe there's something else out there. And I don't mean someone else, like, I just mean maybe there's another adventure you're supposed to be on. Maybe there's more experiences in life that you're supposed to have before the next thing, whether it's getting together with her or not. And I'm picking up 4 energy because I think we're still doing this particular reading. We have the 4 of Cups and we have the 4 of Swords. 4s are all about stability. And what this is actually telling me in between the lines for you, Joe, is that you need to you are in control of your own stability. And when you can find, can't think of another word other than stability, but when you can find something that is truly your own and that you can focus on, often when we get our minds off of the problem, the solution presents itself. But that can't be your intention. Oh, I'm going to get my mind off of this so a solution comes. No, it just has to be almost like a total distraction, but a focused distraction on something else that you're going to gain wisdom, knowledge, experience, adventure. You're going to get a taste for something you haven't had yet. And your life is going to be more enriched because of it. That's what I'm picking up there. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. If life is short, life is long, life is life, but we only have one at a time. I'll say that again for those reincarnator people. You're welcome. You're welcome. But yeah, I really feel that, especially if you've been kind of feeling like you're hanging out, like there's more out there for you. Life is so much more enriching for you. I really feel that, like, there's, be consumed by finding adventure in your life, in however that looks for you. Okay. All right. Christina is demanding that I pull some cards for myself. So let me do that. So let's see. Life is very short. I've realized that lately with my health problems. Yeah. So focus on what lights you up, what makes you feel good, what makes you feel, what's the word? Like you have purpose. Purpose for what, going to sleep at night going, yeah, this was a good day. I did this thing, or I felt this, or I did absolutely nothing and it felt good. Whatever that might be. Woohoo. Okay. So the card I'm going to pull for me, and again, if this resonates with you, it's for you as well. Oh, Mr. Guy, you're such a little butt. What is it? What's with you? Come here. What's with you, Baba? What's with you, Baba? Say hi again. Sorry, Bubs. Sorry, people. Okay. Let's just let you out again. What a strange day. It's that new moon energy. All right. So I guess for me, yeah, thank you. Yeah, he's a little cutie. For me personally, and for those of you who know, I've just moved to a different place. It's totally different than what I'm used to. I'm an empty nester now, like for reals this time. And I've been, when you think there's change coming, or you're moving and that, and you're all prepared for, like, yeah, it's gonna be great. And I'm not saying it's not great, it's just that I don't have the motivation that I was hoping I would have to really step into doing what I want to do or need to do. So I just want to find out some clarity on that. And I know, Raph, she can call me out on this because this is something I've asked before too. So here I am asking for the same thing, but it's a different collective here. So I would love your insights on it. A bunch of cards fell, but there are three, of course. Three's my number. So I haven't really looked at them. I just looked at the backs to count them. And I just want you to please tune into the energy of this and see what you pick up. Okay, and while you're doing that, I'm going to check on Tarot Pup and see what he's up to. Hey, what are you doing? Come here. Come on, bum. What are you doing? It's really funny because as an Italian Greyhound and it's cold outside, it's funny he even wants to be out. Okay, he came in. Let's close the door. All right, so Christina says cups. Anyone else? Good fortune. I hope so. Cups. What about you, Joe? Clubs. Okay, interesting. So clubs are wands energy. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, Raph, you said clubs. Okay. Tarot Pup is a mascot. Yeah, he is. All right, so let me look. Okay. So, wow. So we have the Magician. So it has all of them. It has cups, it has clubs, wands, whatever you want to call them. We have Ace of Cups. And we have the Queen of Pentacles. So tell me what the reading is. Tell me what you think. What is this trying to tell me? Maybe I'll hold it from the top. I don't know. I need bigger hands. I'm going to start with the Magician. Just like with Christina's, it's like, we are powerful manifestors. Yeah, exactly. Right? I have all the tools that I need. Sometimes I'm too lazy. Oh, I put up the wrong card. Sometimes I'm too lazy to use the tools. Anyone else? Like sometimes you just, life is just, So other tools we can use are calling for guidance and help. I mentioned at the beginning of this, hire the heavens. Call on your guides. Call on guides that you don't even know. It's okay to not know. They're not going to step in unless you ask for help. We all have to ask for help. And then the Ace of Cups, this is such a good card. It's like, fill your own cup right now. Don't worry about it, Lorraine. And I know this is a message that's come through, and we've talked about this before, Raph and I, for sure. Find new directions. Doors are opening for you. Yeah. And yet I'm too lazy to reach out and open the door myself. You know what I mean? Like, it's there, it's unlocked. It's just right. And it's okay. I'm still in transition. Even though I've moved and moved in, I'm kind of sort of settled. I need time to integrate all of these changes that are happening. And I have a heck of a lot of tools in my tool belt for that. Reiki, tapping, meditation, divine timing. Yeah. Yeah. And then the Queen of Pentacles. So don't worry about it. It's all gonna work out. It's all gonna work out. Why can't you focus? Please focus. Focus. It's all gonna work out. And I like what you said, Raf, divine timing. Yeah. So it's not meant to happen now. So part of me is like, why aren't I feeling all these changes and just like everything's fantastic? And then the other part of me is like, I don't feel like doing anything. So it's like conflicting energy. It's bizarre. You might be ready, but things need to take place in the universe first. Yeah, exactly. All I can do, and I recommend this for everybody, it's just, like I said before, speak to yourself in a gentle way. Give yourself permission to not do anything. You're not going to not do anything forever. Eventually, you have to go to the bathroom. Right? Eventually, you have to eat. Eventually, you have to clean up. Don't get so wound up in, I got to do this next thing and next thing. Be here in this moment now. And yes, frick, I'm listening to my own advice. All right? There, I said it. It's out there live now. I can't take it back. Everybody knows, which is great because put it out there to the universe. Just like I said with your new moon wishes, state it, declare it. Not just in your heart and in your mind, but on paper, tell people. And okay, there's also, don't always tell everybody what your dreams are, right? Because people like to shoot them down for your own good because they're trying to protect you. But there are certain people in your, in your circles that you're able to tell. And if you say, no, there isn't, yes, there is, come to Tarot After Dark on Mondays and you can tell it all here. And we are all be there heralding it in this new, you can do it, right? Dear Raf, have a nap. Yeah. Do what we have to do. There's some people, I'll sleep when I'm dead, and it's like, well, no, you have to replenish your energy. And sometimes it takes more energy and sometimes it takes less energy. And you have to honor all of it. All right. I'm shuffling again because I'm pulling one last card for everybody before I say good night and I pour my glass of wine. And yes, tonight I have lemon and lime water instead of wine, and I'm okay with that. And we have the Nine of Wands. So this is typically wounded warrior energy. And this is for everybody. Okay. This is, you've gone through it. You've gone through the shit a little bit. And you need to recognize that. And you need to be okay with it. Stop, take a break, take a breath, and pause. In Raf's case, take a nap. Because then you'll have the energy you need to push forward, because you already do in your mind and in your heart. You're ready to move forward. And I feel that too for me, was the reading I did for myself. But I'm just not quite ready to actually take the action. But I'm definitely working through the stuff I've gone through, the things I want to do, where I am now. It's an important part of straddling that next stepping stone. It's a little further than I like. I got short legs. Maybe I have to step into the river to get to that next stepping stone and whatever it takes. But for now, honor what you've gone through. Trust that the decisions you're making from that higher point of view of what it is you want to manifest is part of it. All right. I so appreciate you and the inspiration you bring in your readings. Glad your reading was validating. Oh, thank you, Christina. I appreciate you too. I appreciate everybody here. I appreciate those of you who are watching as a replay. Comment as well. If you want to put your energy out there as to what this new moon will do for you. And that's it for tonight. Elliot and I say goodnight, and we will see you next time. All right. Bye for now.